Namaste. It's me Lokendra Sound, and today I am going to teach you the quadrilateral. In this quadrilateral one also, especially we are going to explain the properties of different types of quadrilaterals. In these different types of quadrilaterals, okay, you learn about the properties of rectangle, square, parallelogram, rhombus, and this included kite also. Okay, kite also will explain about its property. Okay, and here mainly we will read about this rectangle, square, parallelogram, rhombus. Let's start with the first slide. It goes like this. Okay, watch it carefully. Okay, and here first one. Okay, rectangle here one. Okay, this rectangle one, you know this figure one. Okay, and this is a plane figure bounded by four lines. I mean that's this rectangle comes under the quadrilateral. Okay, because there are four sides, and in rectangle, look here, opposite angles of rectangle are equal. Opposite angle means this one, this angle and this angle, they are equal, and this angle opposite to this angle. Okay, and so opposite sides of the rectangle are equal, and this side and this side. What is the meaning of this line? Drawing one. Okay, over the this line. Okay, segment, and he's drawn one line, he's just one chord. Okay, this line and this line are equal in length, and similarly this line length and this line length will be equal. These opposite to each other. No, these two are opposite to each other, and here's two lines drawn crossing. Okay, these two lines crossing. That means these two line segments are equal. Similarly, diagonals of a rectangle bisect each other. Here is shown down. Look here, and when you draw the diagonal here, this is diagonal. Diagonal means the line segment which joins the opposite vertices, and this diagonal, okay, they will bisect each other. Means from here to here. Okay, this and this to this. These are dividing. These two diagonals are dividing into equal parts. That means these two diagonals are bisected. Okay, from here to here and here to here. This distance will be equal. That means diagonals bisect each other. And diagonals of rectangle are equal. That means, and when we measure the length from this to this one, okay, this diagonal and this diagonal length, and they will be equal in length. Okay, if they are the diagonals of rectangle, their length will be equal. Next one, okay, each angle of rectangle is the right angle. Means when we measure the angle of this one, okay, this one and this one and this one, and their measurement will be 90 degrees. These are the properties of rectangle. Okay, and here is given there, the diagonals of rectangle are equal in length to each other, and they bisect each other at, okay, their point of intersection, and they will bisect here only. Okay, point of intersection, as I told you before. Now let's move to the next one. Okay, it is square. Look here, in square, all sides of square are equal. Square is also rhombus of this one. Okay, and in square is a special type of rhombus, and in this one, look here, what is there? All sides of the square are equal. That means its length and its length, its length, its length, all the length of the side. Okay, this one, all sides length will come equal. The diagonals of square are equal. Here also, when you draw the diagonal, this diagonal and this diagonal. Diagonal means the line which joins the opposite vertices. This diagonal and this diagonal length will be equal, and diagonals of the square bisect each other at right angle. As I told you, from here to here and from here to here. Okay, these diagonals length will be equal. They will be bisected. Bisected means they are dividing into two equal parts. Okay, that's why this part and this part equal, and this part and this part equal, and they are bisected at a right angle. That the angle between these two diagonals, wherever they bisect each other, no, that this angle will be 90 degrees. This angle 90, this angle 90, this angle 90, this angle. That's why it is told that it is, okay, called diagonals are bisected at right angle. Right angle. Okay, and each diagonal of a square bisect its angle. Means, look here, as you know that this 90 degree, 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 and when you draw here diagonal, and this diagonal will bisect this 90 degree into two equal parts. Bisect means dividing into two equal parts. This will be 45 degree and this will be also 45 degree. This is 45, this is 45. this 45, this 45, this 45, this 45, because diagonals bisect the angle of the square. Okay, these are the properties of square. Let's move to next one. This parallelogram. Parallelogram is also a special type of what? Quadrilateral. Okay, this is also one quadrilateral. In opposite sides of the parallelogram are equal. This parallelogram, these opposite sides are equal, and they are parallel also. Opposite angles of parallelogram are equal. This means angle A and angle C are equal. Angle D and angle B are equal. These opposite angles will be equal. Okay, in parallelogram. And diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other. Means when you draw the diagonal here, here's the diagonal, and they are bisected from B to E, E to D. They are equal. E to A length AE and EC length will be equal. Okay, that is known as diagonals bisect each other. Now let's move to the next one. This is rhombus. As I told you before also, this square is also rhombus. Okay, but all the square are rhombus, and all the rhombus are not square. Okay, you have to keep in mind that. We can tell all the square rhombus, but all the rhombus are not square. Okay, and all the properties of square will be the properties of rhombus also. Okay, opposite angles of the rhombus are equal. Opposite angle, this angle A, this angle B, these are equal in rhombus, and all sides of rhombus are equal. All sides length, okay, this one, all sides length will be equal. Here is one. This side, this side, this side, all sides are equal in length. The diagonals of the rhombus bisect each other at right angle. I told you, when you draw the diagonal here and here's diagonal, and they will form here 90-degree angle. Okay, when they cut each other, when they bisect this one. Okay, this longer diagonal will bisect this shorter diagonal. Okay, this is also one of the property. This one diagonal, okay, this diagonal and this diagonal. Look here, this one, this is bisected here. Okay, this is also bisected here. Look, from C to here, okay, and this to here, and this is equal. Okay, and similarly here to here, this is also equal. They are bisected here. Diagonals are bisected here. Diagonals of the rhombus bisect each other at right angle, and there will be 90 degrees between them. When you draw the diagonals of the rhombus, they will bisect each other at 90 degrees. Okay, here, and each diagonals of the rhombus bisect its angle. Means here also, when you draw the diagonal here, and whatever is angle here, suppose it is 40 degrees, and what will be here? 20 degree, 20 degree. If it is 80 degrees, then it will be here 40 degree, 40 degree. They will bisect the angle of the rhombus. Okay, each diagonal of the rhombus bisect its angle. That means, okay. Now let's move to the next slide, and here is the figure. Okay, this is the parallelogram, this is the rectangle, this is in exercise also. That's why this one exercise 2.4, and it's square. Okay, and it is rhombus, it is trapezium. In trapezium, what type of trapezium? Okay, this, okay, what type of quadrilateral this is? Okay, trapezium is what type of quadrilateral? Listen, this is a quadrilateral in which only one pair of sides will be parallel. This side and this side will be parallel. Okay, only one pair of sides are parallel. This is trapezium, and this is kite. Kite is also in quadrilateral. Okay, in kite, what will be, look here, this two pair of adjacent side. Look at this and this will be equal, and this will be equal. They are adjacent side and they will be equal. And this trapezium, what I told, this one pair of sides only will be parallel. I hope you understood this. And here are given the questions. Okay, and its answer also shown here. Please, you have to prepare the note and learn from this video. Okay, and this, look here. Now, if you understand this one, opposite angles of the parallelogram are equal to all sides of the parallelogram are equal, false. Okay, because opposite sides will be equal in parallelogram, and diagonals of the parallelogram are equal. This false, they will not be equal. Okay, diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other, is true. Okay, here is given true and false. You can read it. Okay, it is mentioned already the answer. I hope you understand this one. Let's move to the next one. Okay, this also, here is also given true and false. You will read it. Okay, revise it, learn from this. Okay, and today this much only. Thank you very much. Stay safe, healthy, and happy. Okay, today this much only. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Give me all they feelings, yeah. All around me are familiar faces. worn out places, worn out faces.